Hello everybody, welcome to Recovery Lab TV. My name is Chris, I'm your coach and sports therapist. We are officially at the Ironman UK finish line. It is all set up for the Iron Kids race that will be happening tomorrow daytime. It's Friday. That's going to be happening on Saturday, and the official Ironman race is going to be happening on Sunday for those who have never done this before. Just to give you a little quick tour around, you have the finish line, the marquee at the end, the first aid marquee, and then behind that, around this corner, you have the athlete village and the athlete tent for there. You have the expo just through here and registration, which I'll be showing you tomorrow. And then you have this beautiful building in Bolton showcasing the centre of town and so on. As you can see, it is absolutely dead here tonight. Traffic was absolutely crazy getting here, so unfortunately I wasn't able to register today like I normally would. However, I'm just going to be able to do that in the morning. If you have any questions throughout this video, by all means chuck it in the comment section and I will answer each and every one of you. If this is your first Ironman event and you've done Ironman Bolton, I wish you the very best. Let me know your times, your thoughts and feelings of the race. I'd be interested to hear about your experiences. Hopefully I'll see you on the course. I'll be the guy wearing the weighted vest and holding up high the Rock to Recovery flag that I'll be running around with on Sunday to kind of draw attention to that charity and the amazing work they do for mental health in regards to the emergency services and the armed forces, which is the reason why I'm doing this whole charity event and this season in the first place. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that I can encompass everything Bolton has to offer, and I hope that you want to subscribe if you can, like the video, and like I said, if you have any questions, hit that comment, hit it up in the comment section. But other than that, I'm getting soaking wet, so I'm about to get dry. But yeah, enjoy the video. It is an absolutely beautiful finish line for those that can see it, and yeah, hopefully with a lot of hard work and some dedication, I'll be running across that finish line on Sunday. But yeah, look forward to it and enjoy this video. Take care. Everybody, so here we are in Bolton town centre. The kids fun run is officially underway, and I'm off to registration to register, get my bags so I can chuck all my stuff into transition so I can support the kids race and see what's in the expo. But hope you enjoyed the video so far. I hope you enjoy what's here to come. I'm going to try my best to showcase what Bolton has to offer and what this race is all about. So I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, so far the kids race is picking up and it is looking awesome.
QR code, please.
Lovely, thank you. And then I will need your ID and your race license. Yeah, have you just got the, yeah, that's fine, as long as it is assigned to you and yeah, that's fine. And you just need that you've got. Just got your name on it. I've seen all manner of race license. Some have got the emails, some have got that.
Only pink.
As long as you've got one.
Strong colour.
That's all, yeah. Pink, that's it, I'm afraid.
You ready for it? Ready as you're ever made now, yeah? You're right. Timer band, okay. This one.
Done it before, so I don't need to tell
Okay,
you.
that is your bag. Inside here is your teaching bag. Alright, just from that, good morning. Our local school kids write these up with little messages on them.
Okay, have an excellent time.
Some of them are cute.
Cheers, buddy.
Everyone gets involved.
Oh, individual cards all written by children, wishing you good luck for tomorrow.
So here are your numbers.
It's not bad.
Cheers, fella.
Hey everybody, so I was literally telling my friend Alex about this one road, right? Now every course has this one road on the run course that is absolutely mentally draining, mentally challenging, and so on. And for Bolton, you've got the inner city section of the course behind me, and then in the distance here, where you can see the trees, you've got the park, right? And literally you come underneath the bridge, you take a little left turn, you run down the block, and then you run into the park, and then there's more people. However, this section here, right, is the loneliest road in the world, and it's the road that everyone turns on, everyone starts walking, and then by here is when the supporters pick back up again as you run into town, and then it gets a bit livelier with the music and so on and so forth. But it's funny, every course that I've ever done has a road or a section of road that has less supporters, has less people on it, and literally everyone on that section looks like they've had the soul sucked out of them. So if you can think of a race that you've done that has a section of the course like that, then chuck it in the comment section. But yeah, in Bolton, this is definitely the road. All right, if you agree with me, let me know, and if you don't, and there's a certain section of the course that you find that absolutely has the suck factor, then let me know about that in the comment section as well. But yeah, heading back into town now. We're gonna grab a bite to eat, and then we're gonna chuck my stuff over into T2, because that's just the back end of the park, the other side of town, and then we're gonna jump in the van and head all the way to the swim, so I can chuck my bike in and my T1 bag and get all that out of the way so I can de-stress. But yeah, suck courses, eh? So as many of you know, I am doing this challenge for Rock to Recovery. It is a mental health charity. It is a charity focused on helping those in the emergency services, helping those in the armed forces with their mental health, and supporting their families for those suffering with mental health. So if you would like to make a donation, the link will be in the description of the video. Please head over there. All the funds are going towards the charity, not towards myself. So if you want to help out that charity and you want to support me in doing so, then please, please, please make that donation. So I've just racked my bag into T2, just coming out of the marquee, so that's where you'll be going into. You've got the bike section, the bike in section just behind me, just by here. So coming in where it says the big bike in sign over there, racking your bike, running down, running around, straight into this entrance by here, and then chucking my bike bag up on there, or on that section over there, where there'll be volunteers taking your bags off you, grabbing the run bags. I've just put my weighted vest up, I've put my shoes and my run gear. Tomorrow I'm going to be trying something slightly different. Normally I wear a tri-suit all the way through. Tomorrow I'm going to be wearing a tri-suit up until this point, and then I'm going to be changing into run-based clothing, shorts and a t-shirt, to be a little bit more comfortable on the run whilst wearing this weighted vest, so there's less rubbing and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, just because I've never really kind of changed this much into in a transition area, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes, if it adds any more stress on to the situation. There's a male changing area just by here that I'm going to be using for a little bit of privacy, and yeah, and then I'll be straight onto that run course, ready to go. I've got to run and try and get a pole that I'm going to tie this flag to, and then I'm going to be hopefully sticking that flag in the bag as well, and then carrying that flag and raising awareness for Rock to Recovery by holding their flag up high whilst running around this marathon course. It's going to add to the technicalities of it. Naturally, you're holding something whilst running, which I never really like doing, but I think given the nature of the reason why I'm doing this and trying to raise money for this charity, I think it's incredibly important to do so, and to suffer a little bit more in regards to holding that pole, right? But yeah, this is T2, and I'm on to T1 now. So here we are in the amazing park, which is part of the run course here in Bolton. Just talking to my friend and going through the run course, the nature of it, the interesting psyche that you kind of go through as an athlete and what you kind of overcome, but it's absolutely fascinating. Tell me about how many loops there are, different kind of things you go through mentally and physically, little climbs like this little climb that I'm walking up here. It's only gradual, but when you come out onto the bike course, onto the run course even, they feel massive. You know, you're trying to get your run legs working. The transition is just across this bridge just by here and into the park just by there, where they have the marquee that you've just seen me in, and you're coming out and straight into this little climb that you're walking up. So it's really interesting, it's really fascinating, and myself and everyone else around me will fall victim to the psychology that is race day and your own mind, you know, battling that. So what I'd be really interested in knowing is, what are the things that you do to help you overcome yourself, your own mind, the things that you're battling whilst on race day, and the things that you're trying to overcome. Let me know your little tips and tricks in the comment section. Let me know what's helped you in the past, so in turn we can help others overcome their first races and their first experiences. And yeah, it'd be really interesting to know. But yeah, I'm gonna go into back into town now, jump in the van, head over to T1, get the bike dropped off, get the bag all settled. Then I've got to head towards a hardware store to try and get a pole for my flag, and then yeah, we'll show you little bits and bobs. I'm going to show you some of the recovery things I do before a race, with my Hyperized stuff and my normal techs, and then get ready for race day, decent meal tonight, and then hopefully a decent sleep, he says.
Hey yo, Jay, can we get some ratchet one time? Look, I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peace, you gon' see the flex when you hear these writtens. Trust me, you know the difference. I got a long ways to climb before you see a slippage. I see the process and the journey I'm supposed to be, but perplexed, cause I don't really see nobody close to me. Hopefully this ain't wasted, and I know it ain't. You gotta take the time for seasoning to marinate. You need the patience under pressure just to detonate. I'm trying to blow up and these heathens need to get it straight. Gifted with a vision and precision, I'm just trying to make it high key. Might be breaking free like I was Zion in some Nikes. Tucked at the crib, bro, you know just where to find me. Making beats and spitting crack verses pretty likely. Yeah, socks with the burst, boy, I ain't changed a bit. Normal guy till I die, you know what it is. You probably thought I'd give up now that I got some kids, but really now I got these arrows aiming at your ribs. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop, I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas. Hey, please be on the notice, these my motives. About my chicken and its rotis. You parsimonious, you take it all cause you a locust. My focus is to grow this mission. A visionary, get a dictionary. We here off the ribbon, we ain't sharing, we just caring. Let me speak it to the manager. We damage her, no you ain't messing with an amateur. I'm ramming, the competition ain't standing up. They fanning from left to right cause now they branded us. Now who that is? Mike Jones, they ain't want me now, they all on me. Got counterfeits trying to play me, I guess they thinking I'm Sony. These big head dummies showing up and out of their character. Homie, you need a price cause without it the squad ain't hearing you. Top of that, we ain't fearing it, we swinging for the 50s.
So, one thing I always do before handing my bike in is literally check the tyre pressure. Reason being is because temperature of whatever environment you're storing the bike will adjust the tyre pressure. And one thing you'll always notice is in the morning that tyre pressure will change again. So tomorrow morning, seems like a waste of time doing it now, but whether it's superstition or not, I always like to put the bike in race ready. And then what I do after that is tomorrow morning I'll check that tyre pressure as well, make sure it's perfect. I'll always brush everything down, make sure nothing's on the wheels so there's no sharps or anything like that. If there's any kind of stony section, I won't wheel it across, I'll pick it up and carry it across, just because the last thing you want to find in race morning is that you've got a flat tyre. Now, one thing that actually happened to me last year in Ironman Swansea was I shut my bike in like normal. It was a boiling hot day, boiling hot weekend, and what happened was I had my bike handling up, I checked the pressure on the front tyre, everything was cool, I walked away, something in my head said check the tyre pressure on the back tyre. And then I went to the back tyre, and little did I know the valve here had completely blew. My tyre was completely flat, I had no air in it whatsoever. I kindly and calmly picked up my bike, I took it over towards the mechanics. They sold me a new valve, and I was able to pump up my tyre again before the race. But it's these things that it's really, really important to double check, triple check on race morning. Use the time that you have in transition before the race starts, because it's little things like that you don't want to get to after the swim. You don't want to get to that bike and find out that you've got mechanical issues and you're unable to continue your race just because of the lack of preparation or lack of awareness. and checking these little things over. So take your time beforehand, you know, go to your transitions. Although there's pumps in transition, there's tons of them, there's hundreds of them, but there's thousands of athletes, and I much prefer mine because it's a little screw release at the bottom. I'm used to it. I don't really like the valve ones. Don't really get a good connection. When I did Staffordshire earlier this year, I naturally didn't have the right adapter because I was using somebody else's. That didn't give me the confidence I needed to know that my bike was absolutely fine, so then I ended up having to look for another pump using one of Ironman's pumps, got it on there, and again it's just that extra nonsense that you're trying to deal with, that you really want to calm it all down and know that your bike is absolutely perfect when you give it in. You know that it's perfect when you come out of the water, so it gives you the ultimate confidence when you know that you're hammering it out on the bike course. So you can go in each corner, absolute confidence, each downhill section, absolute confidence. You know your brakes are good, everything is good. You don't have to worry about a single thing. All right, so make sure you do the basics so you can then go out and enjoy the course, enjoy your race, and also do the fundamentals when you're racing on race day. All right. So the bike is officially put into T1, and literally just get my bearings. It's really good to take in what is around you, and like the things like toilets behind me, the things like there's a little bin just by there. So coming out of the transition tent with your bike stuff on, knowing that you've got your surroundings, it's far easier to base your location of your bike based on your surroundings as opposed to knowing the numbers and the maze of bikes, if you will. So it's really, really good to get yourself ready, get yourself set up in that regard, and just kind of helps a little bit easier tracking yourself and kind of finding where you are in transition. But yeah, little top tip. But yeah, bike's all ready to go. Everything is officially in T1 and in T2, ready for the race itself. Here's a pro tip, and I've learned this from my mistakes. By all means, do what you want to do or need to do, but something I will always do from now on is put my racing chip straight on my ankle, like so. Last year when I was doing Ironman Wales, literally had the kids, had everybody kind of doing their things, and I got caught up in everyone else's nonsense, if you will, that I completely forgot to put my timing chip on, and I was on the way to Tenby, walking from Kiln Park, which is a caravan park just down the road, and about a mile in, I'm like, shit, my race chip, and literally had to, my partner had to go back because I was like, right, can you do that for me? Luckily she's amazing, so she went back, did that, but since then I will never ever not do this. All right, so if you're paranoid like I am, then by all means, pro tip, stick it on your ankle as soon as you get it. Like, by all means, take your socks off or whatever later on in the evening when you go to bed, but then keep that on, because the last thing you want to do race morning is think, where is my timing chip, and little details like that. But yeah, pro tip. Here at the swim, and as you can probably hear in the background, the wind is ridiculous. It's meant to be incredibly windy like this tomorrow as well, but luckily it's meant to be dry, so I can deal with the wind as long as it's dry, because it gives a little bit more grip on the surface of the road when you're riding. But it's incredibly hard when it's windy and raining. But to give you an idea of the wind itself, I'm going to flip this around so you can see the water. So yeah, as you can see, that literally it is probably going to take ages getting out to the far end buoy, but what should happen is should be a nice fast way back, because although there is no current in this lake, naturally for those who ever swam a lot of open water and windy conditions and stuff like that, it gets a lot of surface chop, which are these like kind of mini waves that you can see in the water, and that kind of gets in your face. It gets very disorientating when you have 2,500 people in the water. Naturally, there's a little bit of essence of kind of panic, race conditions, because everyone's got a lot on the line. They've trained a long time for this. It's their big days. Potentially it's their first time. It might even be their first time racing in open water, and naturally sets a little bit of a panic in there, which is really good that if you are going to do anything like this, practice in all conditions. As long as you are safe, you are with a swim buddy, it's really vital that you swim in lots of conditions so you gain the experience. Make some sessions less about the distance and more about the actual practical skills that you need for when you're taking on these type of challenges. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I love the swim section. I like to think of it as a kind of a washing machine that you're kind of going in. The Staffordshire swim was very physical, and the swim I did last weekend in Cardiff was physical towards the end. In the last 400 meters, I was in a small pack of 5. I kind of got squashed in the middle, and naturally when you're like that, you kind of like elbows are flying everywhere, fists are flying everywhere, feet are flying everywhere. You're trying not to get kicked in the head and get knocked out. So it's really important that you're navigating yourself around this course, putting yourself in the best way possible. But it's lots of things to think about. By all means, let me know in the comment section the types of things that you're doing in your training, and by all means ask away. I am a fully qualified triathlon coach. I'm a fully qualified open water swimming coach. I've worked with swim Wales and triathlon Wales, both in this regards as coaching open water swimming from national level right the way down to kind of novice. So if you have any questions, by all means hit me up in that comment section, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, become a part of the community. I'd love to have you here. And yeah, so fingers crossed, bring it on.
I'm not going to say it at 50 times. Anybody want to know? Come in now. He's going to tell you where you're swimming because he knows. He knows. He's taking my job. Right, so you'll queue up on your times. They'll feed you in this way, and when you finish swimming, you'll go out this way to your bike. So you go down to the end of the jetty, you get in the water, and you head directly to the orange buoy behind the flags in the distance. Turn right. Follow the yellow, roughly the yellow buoys to the orange buoy in the distance. Yeah? Turn right there, and you'll not see it over there, but there's another orange buoy underneath that speaker. Seen it? Yeah. Turn right there, come back down here. That's your first lap. As you turn right at this buoy, you've got to swim through the timing gantry. That's the grey floaty thing, like a goalpost. You've got to go through that. Round the next orange buoy, round the orange buoy, round the orange buoy, out and off on your bike. Should do that in a roughly 7.5 minutes. Maybe. Once with the timing thing, because you've got a timing chip on the jetty, and that's just to prove you went through it, so you went through twice. And then you'll get your time coming out, and then off to your bike. Any questions? There we go. There'll be another 50 people here in a minute.
So here I am at the Ironman finish line. They've changed everything over from the Iron Kids event, and it is literally the calm before the storm. It is lovely and quiet here, and yeah, get excited, and really looking forward to the day, whatever it will bring. It is nice and dry, which is what I hoped for and what I prayed for. I don't mind the wind, although ideally it would be great if it wasn't there, but if what will be will be. I've always been a big believer of that. I've always been it's one of the main reasons why I've always trained in all weathers, whether it's kind of rain, the cold, like as long as it's safe to go out, I will go out, and it's because you can't control the weather on race day. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's nice and dry, because for first timers, for people doing this race, it's amazing having the supporters on the side, and naturally people are always happier when the weather is nicer. Creates a better atmosphere for especially the first timers, like I said, and yeah, for me, that's all I care about. I really want to enjoy the race, want to enjoy that, so if it's a nicer weather, then I naturally will, but if it's super windy like it's meant to be on the bike, it's going to be a challenge. One, staying as aero as possible. Two, naturally crosswinds and kind of headwinds. Headwinds are a nightmare. They feel like you're cycling uphill all the time, and naturally that's going to take a little bit more out of you, especially when you come to the run phase. You're already going to be a little bit more tired, and unfortunately people will suffer as a result of it and potentially not make the cut-off for the bike course. So hopefully it's kind to everybody. Hopefully as many people as possible get across that finish line, but only time will tell. But yeah, it is a beautiful scenery at the moment at the finish line.
As you can see, it is stunning. Got a few of the locals playing football on the steps over there. But yeah.
Good morning everybody. So it is officially race day, and the sky has cleared up massively since 2 days ago. It was absolutely hammering it down. Today is looking absolutely beautiful. We've been truly blessed It's predicted to be super windy today still, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like out on the moors and the hilliest sections, because it's completely open to the elements. So I imagine it's going to be a little harder there, but it's what we're here for. It's an Ironman, isn't it? You know, so yeah, feeling pretty good, ready. You know, just heading towards transition to put my bike nutrition on there, to double check the tyres, and give the bike a little once over, a little wipe down, get all the condensation off there, the morning dew, and then just to give any kind of last race nerves or last little tinkerings, so the confidence can come through. But yeah, looking forward to it, really looking forward to it. Should be an amazing day. If you can, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, say a few comments in the comment section. If you have any questions, I will answer each and every one of you. And more importantly, if you can, head to that donation link, click on that. All of the proceedings will be going to Rock to Recovery, a mental health charity. None of the money will be coming to me, it will all be going to them. I'm covering my costs for all of these races, so yeah, if you'd like to help, I truly appreciate it. So with it, so here I am in race transition. It is the calm before the storm. Everyone is pretty quiet. Everybody is doing what they got to do to their bikes, putting their nutrition on their bikes, stretching, warming up, using the all important loos, and I'm all good to go. I've literally put all my stuff on my bike. I am ready. It seems yeah, weird. I feel like I have less to do today than usual. However, it's only because a lot of my stuff is been already done, and just the more I do these races, the less I have to stress. It's kind of going into autopilot, if you will. However, feeling great, feeling good, nice and calm. Need to use the loo again, but other than that, feeling pretty good, and yeah, excited for what's to come. All right, but hope you're having an amazing day. Hope you're enjoying the video so far. Subscribe if you can. I appreciate the support, and like I said, if you have any questions, I'd love to help. All right, take care.
We're driving cars on a Mars tonight. We're blasting off to the stars tonight. We wanna go, go. We wanna go, go.
starters orders as we get ready to race here at Ironman UK. Spectators, let's make some noise! Come on, I can't hear you, everybody. 1, 2, 3, let's make some noise!
Go on, Chris, do a great, mate. Better, better.
I've got to press my watch. Oh, no. Get hold on. I'll do it again next year.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Yeah. Oh yeah, the beast back. Adrenaline pumping through my veins, can't relax. Original, I am not the same as these cats. I sting them if they never ever mind and they beeswax. I don't ever cap, but I'm wearing like 3 hats. Never been a rat, but I know where the cheese at. You'll never get a trophy cause they all here where we at. You better believe that. When it's all said and done, I'll still be here standing. Never took a loss and it ain't something that I'm planning. I dare you to say something. My focus is A1. Every dog has his day, it's been mine since day one. This is real grinding, I'm still climbing. While you still trying, I'm still shining. It's real blinding. And I'm getting hotter too. Talking top 2, I'm not a 2. You let the pressure bother you and I do what I gotta do. Let's go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard. They ain't coming close to me. Flow is on atomic, I'm starting fires through poetry. The hardest out, staying loyal, no falling out. And if you step into the court, be ready, we ballin' out. Yeah, the coldest of teens, they know what we bring, don't try us. Ain't no in between, we go for these dreams in silence. Hard work, don't mistake it for magic. We been shooting in the gym, this is target and practice. Yeah. And I'm just getting started, get my feet wet. It's all in repetition, ain't a secret. All facts, all black dress code. Pay me my respect, collecting every debt. Go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard.
Go on, Chris, mate. Push through, buddy. You got it.
Go
hard.
hard.
Mate. It's in the bag. Good job, mate. Keep pushing. You good? Take down the yes. Mate, you're smashing it. Keep going, mate. You got it. That's it, guys, mate. Well done. Good job. Well done, guys. Come on, fella. Come on, Chris. Keep going. Awesome effort, guys. Well done. Keep going. Well, mate. Good. Congratulations to you.
double trouble. The Rochdale crew. Oh yeah. Yep.